This film starts in Venice, where many pricey items are about to be auctioned at an auction house. That's why a lot of rich people were sitting here wearing masks. Here we see the main character of the story, whose name was Cyrus. He was very smart, and had once again planned to steal with his friends. Here we are told about Cyrus's team, in which he was the topper himself. Then there was the pilot girl, a lock master who could easily break all kinds of difficult locks. A girl was a hacker and the boy was an engineer. There is also a man of a very old age, who used to help them in their thefts. At this time, he had come to the auction house with Cyrus. There were cameras everywhere, on which the police were watching. And the most senior officer's name is Abby. She had met Cyrus a long time ago. They had become friends. But when Abby found out that he was such a big thief, she made a plan to catch Cyrus on a mission. But because he was very clever, he ran away. But this time, Abby was completely ready with her team. That as soon as Cyrus steals, she will catch him red-handed. And now the auction begins. First of all, a very expensive painting was brought, which costs one after the other. But in the end, it sells for 2 crores. But this thief Cyrus and his companions, who were already aware of it, they steal that painting before it reaches the customer. And at the same time, they sell it for 2 crores at the same price in the black market. After that comes the time of the most special kind of thing, whose name was NFT. Because the creator who made it didn't want to tell his identity, that's why he had a mask on his face. Now this creation NFT had about 200 cameras installed, which recorded the video and gave a very good video editing. Now the auction began. It was 1.5 to 2 to 2.5 crores that the hacker works here. She presses a button and lifts it. As soon as this happens, all the lights there turn off. When the explosion starts, there is chaos everywhere. Now where the rich were thinking of running, Cyrus does his job here. The 2.5 crore bid was made by Cyrus himself. That's why he now came to the NFT creator. He says that you come to my place, NFT will also be taken there and we will give the money there. Now, all these things were being watched by Abby, sitting on top. But Cyrus and his team, who were running from here, Abby and her team follow them. They sit on a special kind of boat, a speedboat. They fooled the police and came in the middle of the sea. They set up barriers, causing the police to get stuck behind. And they go ahead from here. They reach their place, the ship, where they have a party after the NFT auction. Abby, who was still investigating, was watching the video of the people who came to the auction carefully. She saw Cyrus's partner the helper, who was still there. That's why they reach him and catch him. There it was found that when these thieves stole the NFT, its prices in the black market continued to increase. 3 to 4, 4 to 5, then it became 8 crores. But to activate it, they needed the real owner. That's why they kidnapped that creator too. Cyrus talked to him. He started saying that your NFT was to be sold for 2.5 crores in the market. Now because of the theft, it will be sold for 8 crores in the black market. Do you think we kidnapped you like this? No, but by selling it in the black market, we will give you half the profit. This will benefit you and us both. So don't worry, have a party. Cyrus's team's helper Abby was sitting in front, and was answering all the questions oppositely. Abby said that I will put you in jail, and I will bring your truth in front of everyone. It would be better if you tell us everything about your team. Then the helper says that my team is in London at the moment. If you want to catch them, you will have to go there with me. That's why Abby, with her colleagues, goes to the London Police Department. Here she meets another officer who tells her that I have secretly found out that the biggest mafia, whose name is Lars, has recently messed up with the market's shares. Due to which the prices have gone up and down, he has benefited a lot. But the reason for this profit is not the up and down of the prices in the market, but the water of the dam has spread throughout the city, due to which there was a flood, houses were drowned, and people lost their lives. So because of this, all this happened with the market. And now Lars is going to do exactly the same with another share, in which Lars and a large mafia are also included. And they will do this work in the next 2 months. Lars will pay that mafia first. That will not be the money but the gold. That too will not be 1 or 2 kilograms but 10 tons. And now I need you to break their deal and stop the payment. That officer tells her that we are looking for a person who can think like thieves and catch thieves. Obviously, for this work, we need a mastermind thief. And you know who he is, Cyrus. On which Abby immediately said, "No, no, no sir, nothing can happen as you think. You want me to go to Cyrus and ask him for help. And he will also be ready to help us. Never, it is impossible." Then the officer says that you will have to convince him somehow, so that we can stop Lars. On this, Abby agrees. She immediately goes to Cyrus. Here the two start blaming each other, that you cheated. But in the end, Cyrus ends up asking the reason for her arrival. On which Abby says that you have to steal one for me. And she tells him all the things that the officer told Abby. Then she says that you have to steal all that gold. After which Cyrus tells all this to his colleagues. His colleagues were shocked, but Cyrus says that I can understand that this work is difficult. But it is very important to do. Because if those people are successful in their plan, then the whole city will be ruined because of flowing in the flood. Innocent people will die. And now every time everyone starts trying to find out how Lars and that mafia will execute this plan. It was found that all that gold will first come out of Lars' den. Then it will be taken from there by trucks. After which it will be sent to its destination by plane. That's why now Cyrus and his team get involved in their own work. How will they complete their mission? Here, first of all, the hacker tells that if we make a plane that looks exactly the same, it will be easy to steal. But the question was that where will such a plane come from? On this, Cyrus says that I met a rich boy in the auction house, who does the job of buying and selling the planes. He has such a plane that looks a bit like that, which we can change ourselves and make it the same. So maybe he gave us that plane. That's why now all these people go to that plane dealer, who shows them the same magnificent plane. It was also very beautiful, but it was forbidden to fly it, because there were a lot of LED glasses in it. And it was also very noisy. That's why the dealer refuses to give his plane. But Abby tells him that I am a policeman. Keeping such planes is illegal anyway. And if you don't give it to us, you will be in jail. On which he finally agrees. Now the plane was found. Thus, the next major challenge was to manipulate the radar, for which they will have to make a PSI, which will make such signals, from which although there will be 2 planes flying in the air. But that signal will show only 1 plane. But there was a small problem here. I mean, when these 2 planes go up and down one after the other, then for a while, these 2 planes will be visible on the radar, which the people sitting in the headquarters will see. That's why they had to put their special man there. But Abby says that I know an officer at the airport, who is my friend. He is sitting in the headquarters, so he will do our work. That's why they now met that officer, who was on the wheelchair. They tell him the matter, for which he clearly refuses. That's sorry, I will not do this work. Because theft is included in this. No, not at all. Then Cyrus says that I will give you 10 lakhs in return for this work. For which the officer agreed. So the whole team starts working. And these people start changing this plane. I mean, they color it so that it looks like another plane. After which the PSI machine is made, which will manipulate the signals. But its size was looking big. And it was no less than a bomb. That's why Abby tells the hacker to do this. Make many small parts of this PSI machine, which will be given to each member. This way the work will be easy. For this, the hacker agreed. And after a lot of hard work, she makes different parts of the PSI machine. After which finally their final day comes, where everyone gets ready according to their own. They took half the ticket for the business class, and half for the economy, so that it spreads all over the plane. It was found that in Lars's 2 goons business, and 3 in the economy class, while the lowest was 10 tons of gold. After which the whole team gets ready to commit their theft. The hacker had hacked all the cameras, so that everything can be kept in view, while the lockmaster had installed his PSI machine in the bathroom. One of their colleagues was scared. That's why he didn't come with them. Then Abby thinks of doing his part. She goes to her business class bathroom. She starts installing the second PSI machine there. But then due to a shock, the machine falls down and it breaks. Many pieces of it were broken, which made Abby very worried, because somehow she had to fix and install this machine here. But now the goons also wanted to come to the washroom. And if they see this, then their plan will be ruined. But at the right time, Cyrus came. And now both of them together connect the machine and install it there. While the pilot with her intelligence flies her plane and brings down that big plane. Also she waits for the PSI to be activated, so that the radar of both the planes has the same signal. That's why right now in the radar of the headquarters, the signals of the two planes were receiving. Seeing which the airport officer's colleague says that we should inform the above about this. On which the officer, i.e. Abby's colleague, answers that this will be a minor malfunction. It will be fine in 2 to 3 minutes. He started confusing her with his words. While the PSI is activated, the pilot connects his plane with the other plane. As soon as this happens, the signals are found, due to which now only one plane can be seen on the radar. Then the officer tells his colleague, "Look, I told you this is a malfunction. Now it is fixed." Now the lockmaster reaches the area below, where the golden safe was lying. He puts his high-tech machine on the safe, and tries to break its lock. But in the meantime, the goons got suspicious. That's why they start trying to reach their gold. As soon as Cyrus gets this news, he starts stopping them, due to which all those thieves start fighting with the goons of Lars. They start having a great fight. They were fighting in the moving plane. Now due to the shock, the pilot feels as if there is something wrong with the plane. That's why he immediately informs the headquarters. Then Abby's colleague officer tells her that the weather is bad. That's why you have to land the plane nearby. Then the pilot listens to him and starts landing the plane. But this place was too small to land the plane, due to which he has to face a lot of difficulties. But he somehow lands the plane on that small airport. That's why now Cyrus's pilot also lands the plane there. But Lars also found out about this, that our plane has been hijacked. Where it was supposed to land, instead of being there, it was landed somewhere else. That's why Lars tells his colleagues that whoever has stopped my gold from reaching me, kill them or bring them to me. There the lockmaster apologizes to Cyrus, that please forgive me, I could not steal the gold by breaking the lock in time. Now this gold will be in the hands of the goons, and their head mafia Lars. And they will make their dangerous deal. Now they had no other way. That's why along with the gold and the goons, they start going to Lars. They are going by their pilot through the plane. There that mafia also comes to Lars. She wants that as soon as the deal is made, there should be a flood in the city, so that the shares of the market should rise, both get the benefit. But that mafia also found out that the plane through which their gold was coming, it has been hijacked. But Lars tells her that my goons have taken control of the situation. You will get the goods. Just do the deal somehow and finalize it today. There was still a fight on the plane, because of which all the parts of PCs were destroyed. Now, both planes are visible on the radar of the headquarters. Then tracing the plane, the government sends its fighter jets behind the plane to attack. But here Cyrus and the pilot use their brains. They turn the plane upside down and write that there are people in it, so do not attack. So for now those fighter jets do not attack them, but start following, so that when this plane lands, the police go there and handle the whole situation. After which now this plane lands on the ground of Lars's palace, which starts moving forward, destroying the house. Not only this, but breaking the security wall, the plane started going inside. As soon as this happens, all the gold falls out. Seeing this, the mafia tells Lars that now I will take all this gold. Along with that our deal is also cancelled. Saying which she started going from here. But Lars, who was angry, shoots her and kills her. Now the police who were following them also came here. They surround them from 4 sides. As soon as they started catching Lars, he says that this is my own house. And these thieves came here to deal with that mafia woman. This is the real culprit mafia. They have killed that mafia woman. So you take them. But here Cyrus uses his brain. With the recording of the plane's LED glass and NFT creation, he shows the police that the real culprit Lars is the mafia. She had made a deal to sleep with the woman mafia. It was a plan to destroy the whole city. That's why the police arrested Lars. Abby and London's officer was also included in this mission, whose purpose was to stop this deal. So because of being successful in this, the police take all that gold with them. Abby becomes a part of Cyrus's team. Here it was found that when Abby was a child, she liked a painting a lot, which Cyrus now thinks of gifting her, so that Abby gets impressed with him, and these people become one again. After which the biggest thing comes to light here. Actually, the Lockmaster had taken all the gold from there. Instead of real gold, he had put fake gold, and showed it like this. As they did not succeed in breaking the safe. That is, the gold that was caught by the police were just the bricks of iron that looked like gold, while the real gold was disappeared from the sky at that time. And these people had sent it to its place. That is, because of his mastermind, this thief. Once again, he was successful in committing such a big theft. These people then go to get their gold. Everyone hug each other and meet on such a big success. There was no place for their happiness.